We made it. We here. Okay.
We're here.
We here.
We're gonna be fighting some twig blights.
We gonna be fighting some blights. Yep. How'd you know what they
Blimey.
were? How'd you figure that out?
I hovered over their name.
Oh, I should never name them.
Oh. You should have just called them a plant creature.
You should have called him Twiggy, Stiggy,
Ah!
and where's Rootacular? Which one's Rootacular? What about Brute Root? Which one is Brute Root? We got Stiggy, Twiggy, Brutacular, Rootatacular, sorry, Brute Root,
I have named one of them.
One of them just needs to be the name of a boy in middle school because we were all twigs back then.
Her name is Root.
Twiggy, Rootacular. Yes, names them all Ruth. Root.
What, you should name one of them like Garrett or something.
Just he's the odd one out.
Yeah.
What's my dice doing on the table? Get back here.
Root Goldberg, nice.
Root Goldberg! Oh, that's so good. All right. Now that we have finished naming all of the people who are out to kill us.
People. These are twig blights. These are not people.
I'm sorry. Are you considering these magical creatures less than human?
I mean, not less, but like not human. Yeah, you didn't have to put it like that.
I'm
Whoa.
disappointed in you.
I didn't have to say it like that. All right. So this guy, since it's his turn first, let me change the music.
This is so serene.
I know.
We literally left off at a cliffhanger of combat again.
It's like a slow motion,
This
like
is gonna
root
be like
attack.
that Minecraft live skit of, "Hey, do you hear that creaking sound? What is that we're hearing in the woods in the building?"
There we go. More like it. More tense. All right. Well, prepare to be armed.
Yay.
Garthus, prepare to have bodily injuries inflicted upon you by this twig blight.
I love
It's gonna try and hurt you. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, that will.
Okay. Take 2 piercing damage.
No.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
I can't believe this.
And next, it's gonna be Twiggy. Twiggy doesn't like you either. He's gonna try and poke you.
Man.
He's gonna poke you with his stick.
I hate that guy too.
That's right. That's right. He's gonna use his sticks. He's gonna poke you, and that's a 20. That hits.
Yeah.
You take another 5 piercing damage.
He's gonna die.
He like
No,
pokes
I
you
would
in like a
never.
sensitive spot, like in a bruise. It hurts a lot.
You know,
it's
it's
really
like
quite
those-
rude of him.
It's like those stupid trees that grow thorns on top of the berries. He's got one of those branches as an arm.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, come reach for my berries," and you get your hand in there, and he's like, "Ha, JK," and he like
Whoa,
twists
whoa,
around,
whoa.
he scratches you all up.
I think you got him confused. Garthus isn't a bard.
He puts his hand over his mouth, just tries to look cute, but you're not buying it. He's a stinker. All right, Albertine. It's Albertine's turn. He like crashes through the shrubbery. It's just like, "I heard screams of pain," and then he sees Twig Blight 3, and he's just like, "Ah, monster!" and he like swings at it. That probably hits. Not me holding things up because I forgot his spell attack. Yeah, that definitely. Yeah, he uses who has the hand axe that you found in the chest? Who had that?
I think
I think I might be holding it.
yeah.
Okay,
I'm
just checking.
Garthus has the one that has it. Yeah.
Just checking. All right. Yeah, that hits, and then does 7 damage. to Brute Root, who hasn't attacked yet, and splits him in half. Brute Root is dead.
No, Brute Root!
A Brute no more.
I can't make like a crunching sound, like a snapping twig sound.
All right, yeah. We need to get a soundboard all up in here.
I have a soundboard, but I don't have my D&D set.
No.
That was so funny enough with the new character I'm writing. I was going to make an entire soundboard for my little construct, all of his little beeps and boops.
Dang, dude. Really going all out. Lars, speaking of, it's your turn.
Great. This is a situation where I can't do much. All right, well.
Oh! Level 99 chest.
Am I able to... This is like a little window slit, right? I can see that little guy, right? Or is he too low?
Yeah, he's like the size of a shrub.
So he'd be below the sill then. Okay. I'd have to run up to it and to do that. I don't know if I exactly want to get close to you, but...
This one's dead.
I could... So, how are we doing the tiles again? Is it like 4 tiles in one of these big tiles?
That's right. Yeah, they're 10 squares each. Or 10 feet. 10 feet each.
Each one of the big squares is 1, or each half square is?
Each half square is 5 feet.
Gotcha. Okay, I just want to double check. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, it might be just short. 25, 30. I'm going to be... I could get those 2, I guess. What I want to do is I want to cast Frost Finger just straight through the window and just blast into here. It's a cone.
Oh, okay.
Cone attack. Let me see if it says specifically. A 15-foot cone in front of me, so I imagine just average cone size. Like, bump, bump. Just straight through the window. I can hit those 2 at least.
So you're going to put the area where it will the area of origin like right there, like on the window slit?
Yeah, so it would kind of be...
It would affect those 3. Okay.
Oh, it would actually hit all 3. Okay. I'll leave that up to your discretion whether they would just hit those 2 or include this guy in here.
If it's a 15-foot cone, I'd say it gets all 3 of them. They're close enough.
Okay.
Pretty cramped in there.
Yep, that's what I plan on doing.
All right. Is that remind me?
Level 1 spell. So
do they need to make saves or?
Let me read it here. Constitution saving throw. Taking 2d8 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for them all as a group, just because.
It'll save us time.
Because it'll save us time, and they all fail. All right, go ahead and roll damage.
So 2d8. I gotta remember which one of these. That's a d10. There we go. This is the first roll. 5 plus 5, 10.
Okay, 10. All right, so Ruth Goldberg, and Rootacular. So that is 5, 6, and 4. You said it was 10 damage total?
Yes. Frost damage in particular.
They all perish.
Oh, triple kill. I got paper. I can make a crunching sound with that. That's the best I can do. Maybe I can find like a piece of plastic I can snap.
6, 5, and 4.
Perish, blighted creatures!
Yeah, they dead. Benadryl, it's your turn.
Benadryl, who has probably just been staring off into space and drooling, suddenly is like, what's going
Yeah,
on?
he snaps right back into his, like, he straight up just, like, dissociating, eyes pointing in different directions for the last, like, hour and a half. And he just comes to immediately.
If you can imagine, like, Dumbledore from the first 2 Harry Potter movies.
Dumbledore from the books.
Yeah, except he looks like someone just clubbed him over the head with a frying pan. That's kind of like what he
He's
looks
got
like
like a divot where his brain should be. There's just like an empty space. Looks like the brainlet.
For a moment, the word that courses through all of your minds is like brainlet when you look at him. Can I see anything?
Yeah, you're looking in the wrong direction.
Yeah, can I
You're
see
looking out
anything
here.
going on in here, or are the walls in the way?
No, it's all walls. There's like some arrow slits over here, and you hear like screaming and the sounds of like twigs snapping.
And, like, rustling leaves.
fine.
Yeah, we're just
They're just
gathering
rustling around.
firewood.
They're just
Very painful.
I'm just having a great time.
yeah. Just the firewood's fighting back. That's all.
Honestly, I don't want to interrupt them if they're doing something spicy.
What?
And he just like turns and keeps walking in the direction that he was going before,
Which was south, by the way.
Which would be
it was this way.
this way.
It's
Yeah,
south.
way.
he starts moonwalking backwards,
This way.
and since he's only like kind of walking, he only gets about that far.
I
Alright.
don't like how you're doing measurements to all the nearby houses.
All right. Gari, it is your turn.
Okay, we all know what I'm here to do, and it's stab this guy with a... Oh, I didn't mean to pick him up. It's stab that guy with a spear.
Well, now he thinks you're friends. So,
You did grab his berries.
No. Absolutely not.
You touched his berries. I mean,
Called shot on his berries with the spear.
Yeah.
all right. Make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Okay. I believe in myself. That's a 6 plus... where is it? Plus 4, so 10. And
All right, roll
then
again.
that number.
Yeah, 10, and then a number bigger than that.
Yeah.
His berries are real teeny tiny. They're the size of raisins. And
Oh no.
You have to squint and like you stick your tongue out of your mouth. You're concentrating really hard, and then you miss them by centimeters.
Oh man.
But you stab the ground like right beside them, and it looks back up at you woodenly. Can you do anything else on your turn?
This is awful.
Believe it or not, I will use my well, no, I'm not using action surge on this. I'll just stand here and take the hits.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Okay, alright. So, Twig Blight number 1, Stiggy, approaches and pokes you. They're all poking you really, really mean. That's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit. Why are they getting such good rolls?
I don't know!
It's like the goblins all over again.
3 piercing damage.
Okay. It's a good thing I used all the hit dice earlier.
Certainly is. Okay. Now it's Twiggy's turn again. Twiggy.
I have to run downstairs real quick.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
If
Twiggy's
This
gonna try and
session of
hurt you
scuff.
again. Alright. Twiggy doesn't hit. Twiggy's too shaken up about that situation with his berries. His heart's not in it. Pokes you, but it's like, That doesn't really do anything. Albertine
Albertine.
comes like crashing through, sees the twig blights, and it's just like, Ah! More plant monsters! And he just like takes a big swing. This time with his another one of his.
Does he use the Morning Star this time?
Sure, he takes the Morning Star off of his back.
I'll show you, plant monster.
Yeah, it hits. The D8. Getting all my dice out. Number 2 takes 8 damage. It just... Twiggy just explodes into twigs.
Splinters.
Yes, just splinters. Just a storm of
Someone
splinters.
set off a small grenade inside a tree.
He's like a pine cone. Become purified, foul beast.
Honestly, it's not a pretty sight. And then, with his offhand, Albertine attempts to bash Twigblight number 1 with his shield, and does not do anything. The twig is he just miscalculates where like a bunch of the sticks are, and he doesn't really do anything. He hits it on the bush harmlessly. All right, Lars, you're up again.
All right, time for me to do nothing. Because I have this window slit I guess I could use. I actually don't. I just realized because I used my staff as a weapon, I don't... Why is that still in my inventory? That shouldn't be there. I don't actually have a melee weapon anymore. Besides my fists. Unless you count my book. It weighs a bit. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I guess I could see through that little arrow slit there. Oh yeah, I should ask, because I no longer have my staff, do I, roleplay wise, am I rolling at a disadvantage since I can't channel my spells through that anymore?
Do one more time.
Oh, because I shattered my staff last time, and he uses his attunement stone to help, channel his spells properly.
You can still cast spells with your stone. It's just
okay. I'll just hold up my stone like
it's not as professional. Yeah,
not as professional. You know what? You're right.
Sorry about that. I am back.
Welcome back. You're just in time. Duck.
Okay. Where?
Would that be an obstructed shot technically?
If you're trying
through an
to,
ally?
yeah, that I'd say would be half cover. So all that does is it just gives the creature more AC, makes them harder to hit since you're firing through a very narrow window. What spell were you casting?
Frost Ray.
Frost Ray. Tell you what, if
60-foot beam.
Okay, tell you what, if you stick your arm like through the hole, then I'll say you don't suffer any penalties.
I mean, my plan was literally to stick my arm into the hole, so...
There you go.
I mean, that's why I was asking, since I could still use my attunement stone, it's just not on a staff.
Is that a first level spell, or is that a cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, I don't know if I would waste the first level spell.
Frostfinger was a first level spell.
Okay.
That I shoved through this window already, so now I'm shoving this one through this window.
Shoving it through, you say? Alright, well, cast your spell. Make your attack roll.
Alrighty, let's see. Just make a spell range attack against the target. What would I roll for that again? 20?
Yep.
7. Do I have any bonus? Spell attack save bonus +4.
Ooh. It does it ducks backwards, like Neo from the Matrix.
Just barely missed.
And it just,
all right.
It stares at you woodenly.
I don't like that it stares at me woodenly.
I don't either. It's kind of creepy. I don't know why it's doing that.
Almost like it's made of wood.
I know.
This is like the goofy session. That's all my turn, by the way. That's all I can do. So
Gotcha. Benadryl, you're up. Benadryl?
Benadryl hears an absolute ruckus going on and is like, something's amiss. Makes his way, just like kind of peeks in the doorway.
You see a ruckus!
Heavens above!
That's a twig blight right there. That's not a bush. And the other things may or may not be bushes, or they may be dead twig blights. Hard to tell. That thing though is this thing right here is definitely a twig blight.
What on earth is... Oh, guys, you're living! Firebolt!
fireball.
Okay. Make an attack roll. And maybe, I don't know, like step in here a little bit more.
I think he just didn't want to stand on the actual.
Yeah.
It's too bad. You gotta.
4.
Okay,
I
well,
don't hit.
you do set the bush ablaze right next to it. That's just a normal plant, though. It can't scream, but if it could, it would be. Because it's
The
burning.
plant,
It screams in plant language.
Mm-hmm.
it's already dead.
Yeah. Yes, sure. It was dead when you found it. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay. Garthus, your turn again.
Okay, just normal attack this time. I've had my funny.
Stabby stab.
Okay.
I assume that'll hit.
What'd you roll? Oh yeah, that'll hit.
19.
That'll hit. That'll hit. Full damage.
1 second. As soon as this app lets me.
Actually, hold on.
scroll.
What's your damage bonus?
+2.
Let's do. Yeah, roll damage.
Okay. Where's a d6?
Okay.
Okay, 6.
It's like you struck a pile of firewood. Just explodes into a shower of splinters.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, it's pretty abysmal.
Well, that went well.
All right, everybody gets 37 XP.
My
Hey.
word, that's such a gargantuan amount.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, let me
Only
change-
another 800 to go.
change the music.
How are you feeling, Gothis? I saw you get stabbed a couple times, Lars says, peering through the arrow slit.
Could be worse. Could be much worse. How about if I'm usually this good and that I like put my hands out as wide as they'll go. I'm about this good. And then I just about half that amount.
Ah, I see. Should
Yeah, if
we
only there was,
consider
like- A numerical way to represent that.
about half? You would say.
Yeah.
Yes. Should we perhaps err on the side of caution and perhaps think about making our retreat soon? I still have spell slots, so I'm still offensively capable, if need be, if we come across more twig monsters.
Offensively capable. Well, I'm offended already. So
I mean, I understand that,
Offensively capable?
Palpatine.
Man, you should say
I
some
do
really
tend to say
offensive
things
words.
without thinking.
how offensively capable? Prove it. Say some slurs right now.
As the son of a diplomat, I
Albertine
cannot
like
say such
stares
words.
at you, like he like squints at you, like really hard, like through that little window slit.
I know.
It's-
I won't lie. In my time in the capital, I've learned a couple of dwarvish, elven, and even a couple gnomish slurs, but I will not be repeating any of that probably ever.
Oh, you mean like these? And Benadryl just proceeds to say some of the most vile swear words.
No, Benadryl, you can't say that. You
I
don't know
know.
who's listening.
Albertine, like, is just cradling his head in his hands. Like, of course. I expected nothing more from the wizard, but you! And he, like, looks at Lars. I still have faith in you. For now.
I appreciate that very much, Mr. Albertine.
He does the thing
Oh,
where he,
come
like,
on,
points
Albertine,
two
you gotta have
fingers
some
at
Down a
his
little bit in
swears.
the window.
Alright.
Albertine, don't you have any good swear words?
Albertine.
Something really, really good.
You're asking a paladin to swear, Benadryl?
Well, yeah,
Yes.
Paladin already swears. Like, that's how they get their power, right?
Yeah, literally, his paladin swearing is the source of his power.
Now I want to make a paladin. That's literally his thing. I get great use out of the but
Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, what are you guys doing? Where are you guys going?
okay. Do we want to quickly just search this house for anything useful before we leave? There was a loom here. There may be some textiles if there's something left over.
Sure.
I'm gonna come around to meet you guys. Ah! Slipped on a banana. I slipped on a twig.
There we go. Broken loom. Would you say that... Would you say that this was a loud fight?
It was quick. I would say Albertine was pretty loud. He did barge in there and just slap those
That's
twigs
very true.
around.
That's very true. He did do that.
So I would wager to say it was moderately noisy.
He did cause a little bit of a ruckus.
Lucas.
I'd say put
A
it
ruckus.
slightly in the middle, leaning towards noisy.
Mm-hmm. True. Little bit of a ruckus.
A little
Right.
bit of a ruckus was caused out here.
Caused a wee bit of a ruckus.
A wee bit of mischief was caused.
Wee bit of
The music fits this surprisingly well.
yeah, some noise. You're a little bit noisy. Noisy enough. Okay.
Somewhere in the distance, the Benny Hill song is playing.
The medieval version of it, though.
What do you mean somewhere in the distance? That's playing, like, as Benadryl's brain cells try to chase each other.
Benny
Dude,
Hill?
that
You mean
implies he has
Benjamin
more than
Slope?
one brain cell.
No longer Benny Kumquat, he's Benny Drill.
Whoa. Hold on here. Hold on now. Ooh.
This episode is so unhinged.
We're extra cursed today.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da.
These are the best episodes, though.
They are. I could already see like 3 of those animated shorts that you send us of those moments. I could see a couple of those being from this session.
Find someone
Everyone
who's
thinks that
dedicated.
Dungeons and Dragons is like Lord of the Rings, and it is sometimes, but usually it's just Monty Python.
It is. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I try to take it as seriously as possible, but I love embracing the comedic parts because that's just so good.
See, I learned that the more you embrace the comedic parts, the harder the serious bits hit.
Exactly. That's why whenever, Benadryl decides to go and do something dumb, I'm not angry about it. Lars might be, quote, angry, but that's part of the dynamic. Because it's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to add to the funniness. You have to have one grounded person that gets dragged around by everybody else's crazy antics. 'Cause if everybody was crazy all the time, then the crazy isn't grounded. It's just crazy. The DM is scheming right now. And Lars gets a shiver down his spine. Do you feel like there's forces conniving against us all of a sudden?
No.
As if people at a table are deciding our fate? Perhaps I'm thinking too much into it.
I think you might be.
I don't know. I just had this
They're
weird
just a round table of insanity.
Usually, I just try not to think, and things tend to work out.
You know,
This
you do
guy
have a
knows
point
what's
there.
going on.
You tend
Let's
to
think-
just stab things and hope for the best, and so far that seems to have been a very valuable skill for us to have.
Lars, I would like to point out that I can literally set things on fire with my mind, and you can fire ice.
Yes, and I can also climb on walls if I wanted to.
Ooh.
Yes. Oh. Oh. It's
Whoa.
so bouncy.
There it goes.
Oh yeah, Creeper's Rock does bring up a good point. You put the 13th instead of the 12th for the day you won't be here.
I did?
Yes.
I will also be out of town that day.
So who were?
Not that there would usually be a stream on the 12th.
You mean on the
12th is the
13th?
normal day it would be.
I don't know how to read.
All right, fair enough.
Well, we already knew that, Gothis.
All right.
Perhaps I can teach you one of these times. It is an
I'd rather
invaluable
not.
skill to have out in the world.
Oh yeah. No end of stuff you can read. Well, I have to actually make a call.
Well,
So do we want to take a quick break right there?
You know what? I believe now is a good time to call it a break. And
Yeah.
we can store up some funnies for when the break comes back.
Oh yeah.
No.
I'll be right.
Yep, I'm pretty good.
All right, what are we doing?
Continuing.
Well, if there's nothing in value of the house, I guess we'll continue on to where we were going, which was house number 13. That's where we were going last
Number
session.
13. No.
Yep.
Number 15.
We're getting the
13.
hallelujah. Do you guys hear that? You guys hear the audio from this MP?
I do.
I can.
Messiah by Handel is what this is called? Wow, that's crazy. All right, so you go over to house number 13. Ooh, whoa, what do you see? Oh, well, it's this small farmhouse appears to be just another empty home at first glance. However, all the doors are shut and the windows are shuttered. What?
Huh.
It's like
Which one of them looks the most flammable?
I don't know.
Benadryl,
It all
think
looks equally flammable, I'd say.
All right,
DM,
I pick
can
a
I check
window
to
at
see
random
if
and hurl a
the-
firebolt.
And you what?
I throw a firebolt at one of the random windows or doors. No, specifically a door. I choose a door.
Before
Okay.
you do that, can I ask, are the boarded windows, the shuttered windows, are the boards on the inside or the outside of the house?
Inside.
Okay. It seemed, I don't know if you exactly want to do that, Benadryl, Lars says, looking at Benadryl preparing the fireball, hoisting it upward on his staff.
Oh, it's too late.
I think that, as it flies forward, interrupting Lars's current train of thought.
Okay. So roll to hit.
Roll to hit the door.
It's a stationary object, though.
Uh,
I know.
You look at the distance, though.
I mean, sorry. We'll abstract this to mean
Four
necess-
again?
Yeah, not necessarily whether you hit, but the potency or accuracy or heat of your strike.
Well, he rolled a 4.
Yeah, no, it's
It's kind of weak, bro.
it goes and just kind of.
It just kind of blackens the wood. Just scorches it a little bit.
I guess
But
we're
it
gonna
looks
find out if anybody's
visibly
home
deflated.
now.
Yeah.
Benadryl, since you volunteered to knock on the door already with that spell, how about you go and open it?
Got a
What
better
are we
idea.
talking about?
Question: since I wasn't here for the last half of the last session, did we long rest?
We
You
short
short-rested.
rested.
So I'll allow you however many hit dice you want to roll. And if you have any
Okay.
short rest features that allow you to recover spell slots, go.
So we're still going from after the dragon.
That's
yes.
Let me see.
Well, I mean, if nobody else will do it, I'll go open the door.
Wait,
Okay,
are
yeah.
we joking about
I
that?
don't-
Don't
What?
do that.
Why not? That's just a door.
Should we look to see if there's, possibly a window that may or may not be open, or perhaps a second entrance?
Large.
Will I burn a first level spell slot for this?
I'm sorry, there was a dragon earlier. I'm sorry that I'm being cautious.
I cast Magnify Gravity.
On what?
Lars's mouth.
Why the long face?
In the middle of our party. No, I center it somewhere above the house and just like start. I use it to just like crunch a whole bunch of the wood.
Okay. How much damage is that, and what does it require?
Magnify Gravity is just verbal and somatic.
Verbal and somatic. Okay.
And it's
But
2D
what? How? 2d8. You say
Force damage.
force damage. Okay. Go ahead and it's a con save, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. The beams creak and groan. But-
9.
okay. But they, outside of some snaps and splintering, they seem to remain intact. It doesn't totally collapse in on itself, but you definitely have damaged it.
Oh, thank goodness. The house will be so much safer to enter now.
Yeah, and Benadryl just walks right up.
You're gonna
Fine.
go in there with the roof like that, and who knows what else is in there?
Well,
Obviously, air. Just push the door open if I can. Is the door barred?
Yes, it is.
I don't think anybody here is a bard.
Well, yeah, see, not in the party,
I
but
hope
the
not.
door, on the other hand, it's wearing one of those fancy little caps with
Oh,
a
I'm
flower in
stepping
it.
away before it seduces me.
Yeah, good call, good call. Benadryl, do you step away?
Yes.
Okay. Good call, good call. I was gonna ask for your for you to make a charisma saving throw right there.
I guess I'll listen to Lars and go look at the outside of the house, see if there's any alternate entrances or windows I can see through. Lars, why do you gotta be so reasonable, man?
I'm sorry. We already got jumped by twig monsters earlier, and a dragon. Need I remind you that almost killed us all?
You do need to remind me. I forgot. Sorry.
Well, he did almost kill us all, and I'd rather not have another surprise like that. So,
Right.
I honestly thought I was going to die.
I guess I'll
Sobs a little
peek
bit as he says that.
through this window if it's at a height that I can see through it.
Okay.
Assuming it's not barred.
Oh right, you
It
did
is.
say they were shuttered.
Everything is
Yeah.
barred. Everything is barred and shuttered.
Okay.
All right, I'll
go-
go jiggle this door. See if it's
Yes.
also locked tight.
It is also. It appears to be barricaded from the inside.
Well, I've
Um,
got good news and I've got bad news.
Okay. What's...
I didn't see any potential threats inside the building. That's the good news.
Okay.
The bad news is I can't see inside the building.
Lars just face popped. Of course you can't see any threats in there. Okay, fine. If we're gonna crack this nut open, you have that axe from that we got from that chest in the dragon. It's a bit of it's a smaller war axe, but it'll definitely do for chopping down a window.
Or
I don't think that if the doors are barred, they're probably. It looks like they were trying to hold out as a last line of defense. There's probably furniture pushed up against the doors. We're probably gonna have to break down one of the windows and crawl in through there. If we even want to investigate this, if we have as hard a time getting in here, I wonder if there's really anything in there in the first place.
Well, I mean, why would you lock a place up if not to protect it from?
Well, no, I'm saying as in the creatures trying to get in. It's clear they didn't.
Yeah.
So either there's no creatures in there, or the inhabitants that made their last stand in here are the only creatures that we'll have to fight, possibly.
Yeah. I like those odds.
See, this is why we have to be reasonable when we assess these situations compared to just, Lars begins to side-eye Benadryl, firing our spells willy-nilly at whatever surface we can find.
Take that, Benadryl.
You hear that, Benadryl? You're a willy-nillyer.
Yeah, your Willy is nilly.
Wait.
Think I'm not aware of this? And he casts Firebolt again.
You're gonna cast it just, like, out of spite right in front of Lars and just pass
No, I'm gonna cast it over here.
So
Over
you
here?
want to use the window.
Yeah, I just cast it at a window.
Out a window? Okay, make a spell attack.
$15.
Okay, well, this
15
time it
plus, like-
catches.
6, I think.
This time it catches.
Nice. Do I roll damage?
Roll damage, yeah.
Alright, that's a D10.
Ooh, maximum damage.
That's a 10.
It chars it pretty good. It's
My
it's set ablaze,
word.
and the fire almost spreads to the rest of the building, but it reaches some kind of mildewed wood and appears to stop. However, the window itself, the glass is looking kind of like melty, and the frame around it is blackened and brittle, like logs in a campfire after they've been burned.
Oh, thank goodness. Now I don't have to touch that axe anyway. I'm just gonna.
I made it nice and weak. You can just get it with one thwack of the axe.
I guess I'll use the axe.
Wax.
Yeah,
Oh, come on. You know you want to use the magic axe.
I don't. I like my spears, my harpoons, my stabby sticks.
Now you've got so many weapons.
Okay, I use the axe.
Okay. What part are you trying to hit with the axe specifically?
I was just like aiming center of the window.
So for the glass, basically.
Yeah, I don't know the how decorative this window is.
I imagine
but
it's
yeah.
a plain, like,
Just a
4
standard
spar
window.
window.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing I'm gonna need you to make a strength check.
Okay. Oh, well, that's great. I can already tell you that I'm probably not making it.
You know when you're like 15 degrees off center when you're using an
Mhm.
axe to like axe things? Yeah, that's what happened here. You get it like at an angle, and the force that was behind it is all kind of dissipated. It makes a really loud, impressive noise, and it shatters a bunch of glass though.
Oh, sweet. I guess I'll take another swing.
Now you gotta go for the
again.
planks.
Roll again.
Is Lars just watching all of this happen? Like,
Look, I've never
Black-jawed.
used an axe. I'm a spear
No.
guy.
Lars is watching this just normally. He's a little taken
That's
aback that
a
you decided to fireball out of spite, but he also goes, well, what did I expect?
That's an 8.
oh,
Okay,
don't
this,
worry. Real fireball will happen eventually.
This axe is really weirdly balanced, and it's just really hard to actually deliver the power in your strokes through it. It's like all the weight is in the handle, and you're not used to that, but the axe part is also kind of heavy. It's just it's like moving around in your hands almost. A little
I hate this
frustrating.
thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Gothis, would you like Albertine to take a swing at it?
You know what? Sure.
Albertine marches over.
I imagine Albertine walks up, just pulls out his Morning Star, and just slaps it with one hand.
Takes the axe. Yep.
Yeah.
He slices his big dragon muscles. He slices through the wood as if it were butter. It's actually kind of spooky how cleanly it cuts. It's like sizzling somehow on the corners where the axe made contact, and Albertine like slowly lifts it to examine the edge. Like suspiciously turns it over in his hand and then just kind of like quickly like throws it back into your hands and wipes his hands off on his like armor.
Interesting.
Uh,
Albertine, would you say, was that your doing or was that the axe?
I don't want to talk about it.
It was all
I'm
his
wondering
doing.
if it has
Take
anything to do
all
with
the
those
credit.
runes on that axe head.
The runes are slightly glowing.
well, who's crawling through the window? I mean, I'll do it.
Lars walks up and looks at the window.
Albertine kicks the slash that was made by the axe, and the entire thing just splinters inwardly. Bits and pieces of wood are now spread across the dark interior of this cabin at window height, so you have enough space to get in.
Okay.
I guess you're going in first, Gahi. Be
Well,
careful in there.
Before I do, I'm going to take a little look-see. I'm going to look with my special eyes, which are perfectly normal eyes.
You want me to take a look? I have dark vision. I can see.
Oh, yeah,
everything
that's a good... Why aren't you going in?
because I'm squishy, and it's also dirty and muddy in there.
Well, yeah, have you seen... You're outside. There's dirt everywhere.
It is no place for a gentleman of society.
I don't know whether to agree with you or take that as an insult.
You can do both.
Lars leans on the windowsill and peers inside to take a look.
Okay.
Anything in there? What do
It
my elf
is-
eyes see?
It is dark. If you didn't have dark vision, you would not be able to make anything out. But you see through the shadows. Actually, hold on. The break is like right here.
Oh, that's the break. I thought we were breaking this window.
It doesn't really matter.
All
one,
right,
of the-
well,
one of them is broken.
I'll walk. I'm walking to over whichever one we broke open.
So how do you stick your face inside?
I kind of like hesitate right at the rim, so I'm still on the outside, but I haven't stuck my head inside the building yet. I'm like right next to it.
Okay, so got it.
If like this is the wall, I'm right here.
So like
So-
your cone of vision.
My cone of vision's like this.
Like
This would be my
here.
limit, probably to the left, and I could probably see to here. Something. I haven't fully stuck my head in because I don't know what's in there. I don't want. It could be a guillotine above the window for all I know.
Ooh, a guillotine. Can I try?
I love that. That's my favorite flavor. Okay, so you
My face.
don't see anything but a couple of empty cots and some blankets, some goblets, a sconce. It looks like the room was inhabited recently, but you don't see anything from your vantage.
Is there anything I need to set in fire in there?
Possibly,
look
but not
like
right
it.
at this moment.
Standing by.
It appears that there
Oh,
may
wait.
have been somebody here.
Yeah,
at
there's
one
also a
point.
small coffer kind of in the center,
Huh.
Well, I'll jump
which
in.
is like a miniature chest. All right, you jump
Yeah.
in, and I'm gonna need you to make a perception check.
Oh no. Oh wait, Gothis!
Yeah. What?
He rolled an 11.
Find out here. Ooh, okay. So you notice pretty quickly that outside of this cone of vision, like here and here, ignore this one, there are like people in robes hugging the walls with daggers clasped in their hands. They appear to be dressed in robes. Let's see. Can I have you make a charisma check?
Yeah, sure. I'm good at that.
Actually, though.
Any
I've
modifiers
got no
for that?
bonuses to that, no.
All right. You have enough empathy towards like other human beings, because that's what these are, to be able to tell when someone is expressing fear, and these figures are afraid of you.
We're not here. We don't mean any harm. Didn't realize we were barging in on not plants, not dragons, not zombies.
Are they doing something weird in there? Who are you talking to?
One of the ones in like a fancy cloak just kind of like clutches their chest and takes a deep sigh of relief and like sheathes their blade.
Let's try and rip the roof off again?
No, Ben, stop.
No.
What do you bloody think? The entire place was barricaded. Well, do you think we were inviting visitors? Nobody answered?
Well,
you
the-
broke
the
down a
whole
wall,
town-
for God's sake. Ugh.
The whole town seemed quite abandoned.
Well-
in fact, I believe that's what we were told, is that it was abandoned.
I guess I can't fault you there. Like, crosses his arms and starts tapping his foot. Alright, I suppose you got me there. Still, you gave us quite a start. I'm sure you know, but this place is overrun with undead and plant creatures and I think some spiders. Right.
Lars pokes his head in. Sorry for the intrusion, gentlemen. There was also a dragon here.
Yes, we know. That's why we're here. Have you
it's
seen
not
it?
here anymore.
It's not.
No,
flown off.
Most of it left, some of its blood's on the ground.
It's currently flying east. We may or may not have disturbed its nest, and how do we put this? Got into a fight for our lives, and somehow came out on top. And by on top, I mean we're alive and breathing.
He like looks you up and down warily. Yes, I can see you took quite the beating. Dragons are quite magnificent creatures. You're lucky to have escaped with your lives. Blasted, it took us months to track that thing down.
What was the name of the person that we were sent here on behalf of? I don't think I was
Rock
here for that.
Seeker, or
No, that is from this town.
Oh, we never gave her a name.
She has one. I'm not sure if you ever got it though.
I'm looking in my notes. I don't think we did. I'm gonna look at my third notes folder. That's on my desktop.
I'll allow you to recall it with a successful history check.
I'll roll for that here in just a second. Glassstaff. This was Cragmar. This was the manor. Yeah, we never got their names.
Okay.
So I guess I'll roll for a history check to see if I can recall their names in passing.
Ooh.
9, and I have a history bonus of, I think, 3. Let me look. History plus 4.
Oh, plus 4. Okay. For a minute, it's on the tip of your tongue. Melissa, Mary, Diorite, no. Myrna Dendrar. That was her name.
Myrna Dendra. Yes.
Toccata and Fugue? Oh no, Toccata and D minor by Bach. Sorry.
Like, wait, are they casting a spell?
No. No spells.
Yeah.
No spells.
Yeah, we
spells.
were sent on behalf of Myrna. She said that there was
I don't know who the blazes that is. I don't know if you've picked up on this, but we're not from around here.
I guess I should figure of that. You
Yes,
were hiding
right.
out in a barricaded house here. I kind of figured you may or may not have been a resident here at one point.
Right.
You know, holding off against the horrors that be.
Right. Well, Alphonse, and he turns to like a slight-looking figure in full mask. Yes, my liege. Alphonse, check to see if what they're saying is true. Yes, right away, right at once. And he like just kind of scurries off to like a little periscope been built into the wall. Looks through it for a moment. It appears they're telling the truth, my liege. Oh, blast it! It's really frustrating. Well, I suppose I can't fault you for defending yourself, but I must inform you this is very inconvenient.
I apologize. I really like not dying.
Yes, we all do. It's all right.
Hey, DM.
Yeah?
I overheard that he referred to him as Liege. Can I possibly, since the room's dark and I have dark vision, I can see him better, more of than just the silhouette. Can I look for any identifying marks that may relate him to some sort of faction, noble or otherwise? That I might know. I do have the noble background, so I would recognize quite a few of those.
If he is a noble, then he is a minor noble. He's nobody you would have heard of. He doesn't have any
Well, that's why I'm
titles.
saying, does he have a house crest on his uniform somewhere that relates him to one of the majors?
He has like a very minor like crest ring. There are several houses that have tiered like insignias based upon, of course, your ranking or stature. He's got the rank of like a very, very minor official. Likely he was just born the nephew of some duke.
So, yeah, I can tell that he is, a lower ranking one by that.
Yeah.
So, there's just an outside question here. There are actual houses in universe here that they could be serving, kind of thing.
Theoretically. Yeah. Hard to know unless you
theoretically.
ask.
It's not like a set in stone kind of thing. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, back in character. I'm dreadfully sorry about that, my good sir. May I have your name?
It's Favrik.
Favrik.
And I'm sorry, I've been terribly rude. It's just been what a week, really. I don't enjoy being out in the wilderness. What was your name?
My name is Lars. Lars Alyron of the Alyron household.
And you, with the face. He points at you, Garthus. What do you call yourself?
I call myself Garthus, I suppose.
That's a name. All right.
Yeah,
Well-
sure is. Born with it.
Fascinating. Just riveting. Well, he looks around at the other cloaked members. Because there's no point in staying around here anymore. Gives you a little bit of a withering look. And then just kind of drops it and just looks exhausted. All right. Well, we're about to pack up and head out. Feel free to loot the place if you want. And he and the rest of the cultists just kind of file out grumbling and then leave in a single file.
Sorry about that. Be safe.
Wait, do they just go out the window we broke, or they go out a door somewhere?
They're inside, so they just unbarricade this door and then just
Gotcha.
leave in a single file that way.
Before you go, sir,
Turns
Lars
around.
says as he rounds the house, may I ask what business you had with the dragon in here? I was not told that there were dragons in this region.
If you must know, we were attempting to curry its favor and broker an agreement. You see, dragons are very powerful allies. Of course, you wouldn't know that, would you?
Oh,
sorry,
no, that
I'm
one's-
sorry. My temper's getting the best of me. This
You don't want to get involved with that one. He is a nasty fella.
But most of them are.
And
You've got
way
to
like
know
a
how to
pig.
approach them. You can't just wander into their lairs. What do you think would happen?
We didn't know there was one here.
Step on a rattlesnake and be surprised when it bites you.
Well, yeah.
Well, I bid you luck, travelers. Is there anything else I can do to help you?
DM, how many people are in the room?
This room here?
Yeah.
It's empty. They all left.
They're over here.
They all went out this way.
Oh, did they take the chest with them?
Yeah.
How many people were in the room?
There were 4, but 2 came from here. They all just kind of left.
Okay.
I can feel the mage hand brewing.
Brewing.
All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck as well. Luck be with you. I hope that your hunt goes well for him. I did see him go eastward, so you may try somewhere in that direction. He is injured, so he may be more forthcoming with making deals with a group of mysterious men.
And tell him that next time he shouldn't puss out like a bitch and fight us like a real man.
No, don't include that part. Don't include that part. Please don't include that
You
part.
don't
do
need to
include
tell
it.
me not to
Definitely include it.
insult a dragon. I've got a good head on my shoulders. I know how to act around dragons. He just seems exhausted at this point. All right, there's nothing else. I really have to get going.
Yes, I won't keep you up.
He gives you like a sarcastic salute and then like marches off with the rest of his cultists.
But she'll cast Mage Hand and just kind of like pokes him in the back.
He wheels around and like
I just have the Mage Hand follow behind his back.
he just like grumbles and walks off.
Keeps poking him until he's out of range.
He jumps a few more times.
I don't think he found that quite humorous.
But I did.
No, I
We are on
found
the
this humorous.
same-
And like Albertine takes out a bone. It's clearly like a skull. Eh?
Hey,
Hey!
What's so
skeleton joke.
Yes, I am understanding now a little bit of what you call humor. This very, very fascinating thing.
He's got his head well in hand, guys.
No, it's not mine. I found it. It's right here. It was lying against the wall right there.
Lars turns around and goes, "Why are you playing with a dead person's head?"
I don't know. He wasn't using it.
I'm gonna throw a skeleton arm that I've been carrying with me at Lars.
Yeah, you're gonna throw it out the window. You're gonna spook the heck out of it. Hold on, I
Like a
gotta roll for this.
Constitution saving throw.
Let's see what I get.
You faint.
True.
You faint.
The arm leaps out of the window and makes a rattling sound. Lars immediately jumps. Oh dear heavens, a monster! And he immediately casts a frost ray straight at it.
All right.
Does he hit it there?
They've got like icicles on them when they hit the ground.
Dang, dude, your aim is good.
Yeah, you're a pretty handy fella.
Ah! I see what you've done!
Yeah,
Ha!
everything was fine.
Very funny, very funny. Everybody gets 37 XP.
Not
Lars
funny.
kind
In
of
the
like leans
words
against
of-
the house with his forearm and just lets out an exacerbated sigh.
Exacer what?
Exacerbated? Is that how you say that
Nothing.
word?
Sorry, never mind.
Exacerbated,
37
not the other
XP.
word you're thinking of.
Exacerbated, not exacerbated. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's a
I'm
difference.
pretty much a master debater at this point.
Ah, very, very interesting. Okay. Well, what else are you guys gonna try?
Time to look for things.
There's more houses to break into. I mean,
We haven't even tried
Rob,
to loot
I
this
mean-
one. They specifically said to loot this place.
if this house is trapped, I'm following and killing all of them.
It's in good condition except for the giant hole in the side of it now.
And the
And the
roof
fact that I almost
bending
ripped the
in.
roof off.
Yeah, and that. Other than those two things, though.
I bet they
Pristine.
thought the dragon landed on the roof when he did that.
To say the same. The dragon landed on the roof.
It is, you can see, it's at like a 15-degree curve inward.
Alright.
Yeah, can I make a perception check to see if there's any, like, did anyone shit themselves?
Sure.
When we got the dragon.
Investigation check.
Investigation. You gotta sniff the air.
Yeah, you put your nose to the ground and go around the corners.
19.
You can find
Plus.
faint traces of ass.
Guys, it was gloriously perfect.
I just love that's the response. You find faint traces of ass.
Interpret that how you will.
Hallelujah!
Really, just perfect timing of that audio track. Okay, what else do you guys want to do? What else do you want to explore?
Look for
Got it.
shinies. Look for
We
neat
just
stuff.
got this one. You've got this one. You've explored here.
I'm putting an exclamation point on this one.
There's a
Is it
quest!
danger sign?
Oh no!
Danger sign because we didn't go in because there's big baddies in there.
Yeah, all the rest
Oh.
I don't think you've explored, except for maybe one.
No,
We
we haven't.
didn't.
No, we haven't even explored that. We went.
Oh.
We literally just went straight through the bush line, straight up into this one.
Well-
We saw a landmark and walked straight for it.
There. Oh wait, you have done this one as well, technically.
Oh yeah, we did the square.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do?
Well, I don't think there's much left in here unless one of them dropped one of their things on the way out. Could I? As they were
Benjo
scurrying
feels-
out the back door, can I look in the brush and dirt over here and see if they dropped anything?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Benadryl feels the odd compulsion to
Ooh,
knock the
6.
statue over and roll its head all the way to Neverwinter.
I have a 6 plus 1, so 7. So probably not finding anything but footprints.
Yeah, the grass is pretty tall. You start looking, but then quickly realize it's a fool's errand to try and actually comb through the grass.
Oh, you want me to do that? I'm a fool.
Did you bring a comb with you?
No.
We ain't found shit.
You got it. Hey, you guys find anything in there?
I don't know. Did we? Other than the the faint trace of ass.
Hmm. I
Do you
don't
guys
believe
mind if I go
we
knock
did.
over that statue?
I don't mind at all.
It's not important to me. And I suppose the village is, I don't know, it feels a little dirty, like a desecrating corpse, but corpse is not of person, but of village. Like desecrating corpse of village. It makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Would rather you not do that.
I have this inexplicable urge to drag the statue's head all the way to Neverwinter.
Why do you want to go to Neverwinter so much? Like, I understand it's a trade hub capital of the entire coastal area here, but you know, I don't think there's much business for us there. The glass staff's not based out of there. Cragmaw Castle ain't gonna be. Lars begins to think for a minute. You know, Neverwinter has a library. Perhaps Cragmaw Castle used to be in this region. Perhaps they'll have records of castles in the area that may or may not lead us to there.
That is smart. Very smart process of thought you have in your brain. I think maybe it's a good idea.
Yes, I think that might be a good idea. And we can hit Neverwinter on the way back, too. So that lines up. You know what? I'm on board with your Neverwinter idea now.
But maybe we leave the statue in one piece. Sounds like it would be difficult logistically to take very, very heavy metal head all the way to Neverwinter. It's quite a long journey, and well, likely
I love
would
how
not
his
be-
accent got thicker along with the music.
would
It's like-
likely
it's like
not
those
be
detective
you
novels.
carrying the head. Would be one of because you are weak, you know. You see, you're a weak wizard, so not have no muscles to lift heavy head. Also, how you get the head off the statue?
Dare I say this? Lars face palms for a minute. Tense's floating disc.
I don't like
Those-
that. I don't. It feels like
Those-
cheating.
I don't think we should take the head with us. I think the chest would be more valuable to take with us.
Not very practical idea, Benadryl. Feels like a waste of effort and resources when we have... and he, like, looks over. Chest full of valuable gold to take to a civilization. Maybe put in bank. Who knows? I don't know. I
You
don't
do make a good point.
Yes, well, X sharpening is a very, very, very important skill, so have lots of practice. It's no big deal.
Yeah, he's got an edge too. Yeah, let's take the chest.
Okay.
Good idea. And that is where we are going to call it. If you want to make some notes. Or...
Yep, I'm gonna have to play back to go get some of the names real quick because I already forgot Mr. Cultist's name. I like even
I can
one-off
remind you.
characters. I like having their names. You never know.
You never do. All right. His name was Favric, spelled Favric. And if you don't remember the lady's name, her name was Mirna Dendrar, Mirnadendr. And that, I think, is where we are going to call it.
Okay.
And see everybody not next week, but the week afterward.
Sounds good.